And just like that, the best day of my life got topped. Remember in our last vlog, we went to the Hall of Fame game and I got to fist bump the Chargers basically onto the field? That was yesterday, the best day of my life. And then today somehow topped it because we got to meet my childhood hero. It was like an exclamation point on this weekend. We're also going to the Hall of Fame gold jacket dinner with over 100 Hall of Famers. We're just sitting and mingling, pouring drinks to Hall of Famers. And then we're going to Antonio Gates' induction, and that is where I met Philip Rivers. Let's cut to the Hall of Fame dinner. Tonight, we're going to the Hall of Fame gold jacket dinner. Yes, you heard me right. All the Hall of Famers, one dinner, and NFLMike, and NFL Rose, who's always driving. Again, she's just helping me with the editing. I got to get going to the gold jacket dinner, so this is gonna be really quick, but you're gonna see some clips. I'm just gonna take some videos in there. I can't really talk very much. I'll show you guys all the sights and sounds of the gold jacket dinner, and then also take you to the Hall of Fame induction ceremony tomorrow of Antonio Gates. Show you guys some of the speeches, show you guys how special it is to see these guys achieve lifelong dreams like this. So very excited. About to get to the center that they're gonna have this at, so very excited. Rose, how you feeling? Wow. She loves dinners, right? You love fancy dinners, so she's excited.
I love eating, yes.
Is this your favorite part of the trip?
It's one of my favorite parts, yes.
She's ranking it close to the top. But yeah, let's get there. The next thing you're gonna see is sights from inside. This is even more personal than last time. And our seats were amazing. We were sitting as close to the gauntlet as you almost could be, next to Hall of Famers that were there to congratulate Antonio Gates as he walked up to the stage. It was such a special moment. Jared Allen ripped his pants. The Sharp brothers hugged on the stage and were able to have their moment. That was so beautiful to see. Sterling and Shannon Sharp both deserved their spots in the hall. And of course, my guy Antonio Gates, who walked through the entire Gauntlet Hall of Famers, met up with Kellen Winslow Sr., who we interviewed, met up with Charlie Joyner, who we interviewed, which is coming to the channel if it hasn't already been posted. You want to go check that out next. And of course, LT, who was really close to the stage and was the one who presented Antonio Gates with his gold jacket. And as a diehard Chargers fan, I grew up in the LT era, grew up in the Antonio Gates era, grew up in the Philip Rivers era, who's making an appearance in this vlog next to me. This was like a full circle moment. This made me feel like we are in the right place at the right time and not by accident. Charles Woodson was even there sitting right behind me, a Chargers sworn enemy. You'll be fine. Let's go.
Oh yeah, Sterling Sharp gonna get that gold jacket.
First brothers.
And ladies and gentlemen, his presenter tonight is class of 2011 Hall of Famer, and his brother Shannon Sharp. You are witnessing the first brothers to go into the Pro Football Hall of Fame. Soak it all in, Sharp brothers. Now on the gold one. There you go, Sterling.
That's awesome.
But your brother also lives.
Forever. The next day was our last day in Canton. We had to make one last stop at the museum. I went through the Hall of Fame one more time just because I love it so much. And I actually saw the Pat Tillman exhibit, which I did not see going through it before. It was tucked away in the corner in the Walter Payton Man of the Year Award Center. So it was cool to see that. You guys know what a Pat Tillman fan I am. His real message that he was trying to get out to the world before he died and the whole story behind that. You guys can look up NFLMike Pat Tillman to watch my Pat Tillman videos. But this exhibit was awesome, especially as a veteran myself. Gave me chills being close to his actual uniform. Also, we went out to Fan Fest one last time, met up with Doc Lightning, who then was able to give us a little bit of a cool spot here with the Chargers fans at the actual induction. Shout out to Doc Lightning. Last day in Canton.
Wow.
But today, 85 is going into the Hall of Fame officially. Last night, you guys gold jacket at the gold jacket dinner. You guys saw that in the video. Look at this man. That's how you do it right there. Kellen Winslow said it in an interview that we had with him, which is going to drop on the channel soon if it hasn't already. Want to go check it out. Consistency breeds success. That old man knows it. He don't care that there's a Hall of Fame induction going on 100 yards that way. He's going on his own Hall of Fame run right now. But anyways, we're going to see Gates get inducted, see his speech in person. Huge shout out to the Pro Football Hall of Fame for inviting us. It's been such an honor. We get invited to these things because of the short form content, but we really want to bring the experience side of it to these longer videos that I can post once in a while. I hope you guys enjoyed it. Those that do watch. Here's the last day. Check out the last sites at the museum. I'm joined by Doc Lightning once again. I think you're probably tied for one of the top reoccurring guests on my channel.
That's my favorite place to be. Catch Doc Lightning right here with NFLMike.
That's why, because you're my favorite Chargers fan. You're just going crazy in the front row all the time. But I want to talk to you about something very specific. News broke the other day that the Chargers met with Keenan Allen. And I don't know if you saw a clip come out. Keenan Allen was on a stream last night, and he even said the meeting went very well with the Chargers. I don't know what that means. What does very well mean? But I think that an announcement's coming after the Gates induction.
From what I heard, it was very well from both sides, right?
Also, you heard it too.
Yeah, very well on both sides. If you're listening, if you're watching, we need you. Come back home. Come back home. You're the missing part to complete this puzzle. We need you. Come on. What's better to do? Come back to Southern California.
And we want to see 13 jerseys in that San Francisco stadium for the Super Bowl this year. Fill it up.
Fill it up.
With 13.
We already have all our Allen jerseys. We're getting some new Allen jerseys. The new navy blue supercharger ones.
I'm super pumped for it. Keenan Allen, come home. Come home. We're ready for you, buddy. Antonio Gates is so special to me as a Chargers fan, but to all Chargers fans out there. It's been an honor to be here for his Hall of Fame weekend, and we're going to be at his induction here in a few hours. But I saw this here. I want to show you guys this cool artwork that was sitting here. The other Hall of Famers are over here too. Look at this. Eric Allen and Sterling Sharp. But Antonio Gates, man, a Chargers legend. If you guys didn't get to watch Antonio Gates play or know much about him, this is the only player to go undrafted in the NFL draft and make it to the Pro Football Hall of Fame. He should have been a first ballot Hall of Famer because he leads all tight ends in NFL history in receiving touchdowns. Antonio Gates right now is a top 10 player in NFL history of all receivers, including Jerry Rice and all these guys. He's on that list with them, on the short list of players with more than 115 receiving touchdowns in his career. I think we're talking 8 players, 9 players. Someone can fact check me on that, but he's in the top 10 in career receiving touchdowns ever. And most of them came from Phillip Rivers. Him and Phillip Rivers are also behind Dan Fouts and Kellen Winslow, behind Tom Brady and Gronk. I shouldn't say behind, but ahead of those tight end quarterback duos that everyone knows about. And people don't even realize just because how long these guys played together, how long they dominated the league. Antonio Gates was not just a freak athlete to be able to go from basketball. He played 0 reps in college playing football, only basketball. I think he was a power forward, the only player to not play at all in college and make it to the Hall of Fame. But also, when he came to the league, it wasn't just about his freak athletics, what I was trying to say. It was more about his skill, his finesse. This guy is mega intelligent. Top 1% of reading defenses, getting the blocking schemes right, and getting these routes to be absolutely perfect to the milliyard, to the foot, to the inch. He knows exactly how to beat defenders without speed, without size, without all of that, especially in the later half of his career. Go and watch Antonio Gates highlights. It's all elbows, it's all nuance, it's all tight window one-handed catches, and just a GOAT being a damn GOAT. Bah! GOAT. She's looking up at me. Oh, you actually caught 2. An athlete. An athlete. Oh. Ah. 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 Okay. That was easy. They have a hard time doing that? We got to witness, almost in the front row, Jared Allen's beautiful speech. One of the best Hall of Fame speeches I've ever heard, definitely of all time.
Let's go! Let's go! Let's go! Let's go! That is awesome. His head is awesome.
Of course, the Sharp brothers had another moment on stage where Sterling Sharp actually gave Shannon Sharpe his golden jacket. Shannon Sharpe became the only Hall of Famer to have 2 golden jackets, basically saying that your jacket is mine, my jacket is yours. We're brothers in this, and we're the only brothers in the Hall of Fame, and we represent this family name for the both of us.
Is his brother Shannon Sharpe.
Oh, I'm getting chills thinking about it right now. It was such a beautiful moment between the Sharpe brothers, man. And as a Chargers fan, I don't like the Broncos very much, but I will say Shannon Sharpe, one of the better, more fun YouTube channels to watch when it comes to sports commentary. So we got to give him some credit, and he is a legend. Which brought us to the main event, which was Antonio Gates, man. One of the all-time great tight ends, one of my childhood favorite athletes, and to be there for his speech, to be there for his induction, to be there for the standing ovation that the crowd was able to give Philip Rivers, it was beautiful.
Tell you a little story about me. Y'all seen the video, but some may know, some might not know. But when I was a senior at Kent State, I didn't play it down in college football. And Coach Rod Murphy and I was trying to find ways to get me to the next level. At the time, we didn't know what we were going to do. And Coach Hemmett Senderoff tried to find ways to right teams to try to get me NFL tryouts. Out of nowhere, they introduced me to a guy named Tim Brewster. Tim Brewster, Coach Tim Brewster. Brew. At the time, was the tight ends coach for the San Diego Chargers. You see, Tim Brewster saw something special in me. He was pretty sure that I could make the team. He was adamant that I'd be all pro in 3 years. You see, the thing is, when switching sports, or careers for that matter, it can be life-changing. The unexpected are often the most powerful ones because it can completely redirect your life. If you're ready to take advantage and you're ready for the opportunity. Thanks to Coach Tim Brewster and Coach Marty Schottenheimer, they gave me an opportunity to play tight end in the NFL. And because of you, Coach Tim Brewster, NFL teams, NFL scouts will never look at college basketball players the same again. So thank you, Coach Tim Brewster. I also want to take this time to thank the legends, the tight ends who paved the way. Tight ends like Mike Dicker, Charlie Sanders, John Mackey, Kellen Winslow Sr., Ozzie Newsome's. Thank you, legends, for pushing the position and giving me a lane that I was fortunate enough to walk. So thank you to those legends. To Mr. Dean Spanos and the Spanos family and the whole entire Chargers organization, I want to say thank you for allowing me to represent the franchise for so many years and believing in me. You've treated me like family, Mr. Spanos and the Spanos family. And trust me when I tell you, as players, that's what matters the most. I will never forget, I am forever grateful, and I will continue to represent the Chargers and the Bolts with honor and integrity. So thank you to Mr. Spanos and the Chargers organization. I also want to thank some incredible people from the Chargers organization that's behind the scenes, that's had an impact on my journey as well. People like Dr. Herb Martin, Hightower, Jen Rojas, Jamal LaFonce, Dr. Child, Collins. I want to thank each and every one of you for your support over my years. Can't say enough about what you did to help my career. So thank you to those Chargers and the organization. So I appreciate you. To all my Chargers head coaches, Coach Anthony Lynn, Coach Mike McCoy, Coach late great Marty Schottenheimer, thank you as well. Coach North Turner, you're an offensive genius, Coach North Turner. You've helped me in so many ways. I hope to see you in the Hall of Fame one day, Coach North Turner. And thank you for everything you've done for me, Coach North Turner. I really appreciate you. To all my position coaches, some of the best position coaches this tight ends has ever seen. Coaches like Coach Tim Brewster, Coach Chud Szynski, Coach Jason Michaels, Coach Clancy Barona. Your commitment to me did not go unnoticed. You all pushed me to the man and player I was meant to be. You came in my life at the right time. I guess that's what it means to be chosen. You helped shape my legacy, coaches, in so many ways, and I am so forever grateful. So thank you, coaches, for your support. To my Charger teammates, the guys I went to battle with every Sunday, we pushed each other, we challenged each other, we picked each other up through it all. Guys like Malcolm Floyd, Mooch, Stephen Cooper, Brandon Malamalu, Courtney Van Buren, Dillman, Marcus McNeil, Matt Wilhelm, Bogle. We built the culture based on toughness and trust. You wasn't just good players, you were great people. Thank you all for holding me accountable. We've created a bond that'll last a lifetime. So thank you to my teammates, to my quarterbacks. Doug Flutie, thank you because you threw me my very first touchdown.
Doug Flutie.
Drew Brees, thank you because you helped kickstart my career, Drew Brees. Philip Rivers.
Yeah. Yeah.
Ball. You were the heartbeat of the offense. Your fire, your passion, your IQ was unmatched. We saw the game the same way. You trusted me and I trusted you. And that trust led to some of the best moments in my career. I always knew where that ball was going, Phil, and I always knew it was coming with a purpose. Phillip Rivers, it was an absolute pleasure to have played with you. Now, of course, I got to show love to one of the greatest that ever do it, one of the greatest football players that ever play.
LT, 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 LT.
LT, sharing that field with you, man, was like watching poetry in motion. You set the standard, LT, not just by how you played, but how you prepared. I learned by just watching, and every Sunday, I felt lucky to be on the same side as number 21. Thank you, LT, for not just because you're a Hall of Fame player, because you're a Hall of Fame teammate, and I appreciate you, homeboy, so thank you.
And after the speech concluded, everyone started to get out of there, including Phillip Rivers, and a crowd mobbed him. And I'm not the type to really run up on athletes and freak out and fangirl over them, but I'm telling you guys, the reason I am a Chargers fan is because of Phillip Rivers. This is meeting The Rock to me. This is bigger than meeting the president to me. This is like meeting Kobe Bryant to me. And I'm sure many Chargers fans understand what I'm saying, especially because Phillip Rivers is a very private guy. He does not make very many public appearances. You're not going to get a chance to meet him very much. He's probably the biggest star in Chargers history. So I just wanted to honestly get close to him. And I did get close to him. He walked by. Everyone was trying to get his picture, trying to get his autograph, crazy. Me and Rose walked along behind the crowd, seeing maybe there's gonna be a chance I can get in there and get a picture, but if not, it's okay. We just wanted to get close to Phillip Rivers, be in his presence, say go Phil, go, Arnold Schwarzenegger style. But what ended up happening was the mob ended up clearing when Phillip Rivers went into the exclusive backstage area. But because the Hall of Fame hooked your boy up with a pass, just like they did in previous years, I was able to go backstage and meet my childhood hero. I'll show the clips here. It was a special moment for me. When I stopped playing football, when I got out of the military, I made a promise to the game that I would find a way. I thought it would be through coaching. I really did. To contribute to this game and contribute towards other young people finding this game. I found this game through my dad telling me to go play football. I found this game through Phillip Rivers and my great-grandpa's fandom of Phillip Rivers. And this is really a full circle moment for me. To be a content creator that I now fully cover football full-time. I work on football full-time. I contribute to the game, you could say full-time, but I bring these history videos, I bring stat videos in the short-form videos, and now we're starting to get into the long-form videos in the podcasting game a little bit more for a living. And now I'm also trying to inspire others to become content creators, which through these vlogs and stuff, I'm showing you guys how easy it actually is to make money watching football. Really, it just makes me feel like when stuff like this happens, I spent my whole childhood watching this guy, rooting for this guy to win a Super Bowl. It makes me feel like I'm in the right place. Like I said, it makes me feel like this is more than just an accident, that maybe this is a part of a plan and that there's a destiny here. And that destiny also might include the Los Angeles Chargers winning this year's Super Bowl. Thank you guys. To anyone who's ever supported a single one of my videos, thank you so much. You made my life with this one. I could retire today and content creation was a success, and it already was a success before this, but this topped the cake, man. And I don't know if we're going to be able to beat it, but if this is what we're doing in the first preseason game of the season, who knows where we're going in 2025 as a page, as a creator, and as a freaking football team. But I guess sooner rather than later, what's gonna happen for me and the Chargers this year, the ball definitely won't lie. I love you, Phil.
Phil Flames, I went Mike on the mic. With something brand new one time. Phil Flames, I went Mike on the mic. With something brand new one time for your mind. He gave you fair warning. Now it's time to smack him in the mouth with that raw sports talk from the town. Sweet chin music to your favorite sportscaster.